Hi, this is Scott with eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at and installing our Class 3 Blue Ox hitch for our 2019 Honda CRV. If you're looking for a really good heavy-duty hitch for your CRV, this Blue Ox hitch is really going to be a good option for you. This one is set up really strong. It is going to have somewhat of an exposed tube design, but it is built really well, and it does have really good welds. It is going to have your built-in mount here, which I really like. So if you're doing any kind of trailer pulling at all with yours, this is going to be a great option because you have your tab already welded on here, and that's going to allow you to have a place to mount on, the place where you plug in your wiring that goes to your trailer. Not only is this hitch going to be good for pulling a small utility trailer, this is going to work great for any of your bike racks or your cargo carriers or anything like that. So it's going to really function well with any of those. It's going to be a 2-inch by 2-inch receiver. So that's going to fit most of your accessories now that are almost everything is a 2-inch accessory. It is going to have your 5/8 pin. So that's going to take any of your 5/8 pins. This hitch will not come with one, so you may have to take a look at one on our site and get one of them on the way with your hitch. Another nice option to look at is the lockable pin. Those are really nice if you leave your bike rack or your cargo carrier on the back a lot, and say you go into the store or something, you don't want to have to worry about that. A locking pin option is a really good way to go. As far as your loops, they are really heavy duty welded on style. It's going to take your standard S-style hooks, or it's going to take your heavy duty style hooks that lock on. So that's a really nice setup as well. It's going to keep your trailer nice and secure. As far as measurements go, we are looking at right at about 13 inches from the ground to the top of our tube here. And with that measurement, that's going to be the measurement you're going to want to have to decide if you need any rise in the shank of any of your accessories or not. That way you're going to know if you need any extra clearance or not down below here. From the center of our pinhole out to the edge of the bumper, we're looking at right around 2 inches for that. And with that number, that's going to let you know if any of your accessories that fold up are going to be able to do so without making contact with the back of your vehicle. As far as the weights go, this is going to be a 600-pound tongue weight rating. That's going to be the weight pushing down on this part of the tube of your receiver. So that's a pretty good number for that one. And as far as your gross trailer weight rating, that's going to be 4,000 pounds for this hitch. So that's going to be the weight of the trailer and everything that you have on your trailer. You are going to want to make sure that you are going with the lowest number that is in your owner's manual. That way you're keeping safe. As far as installation goes, it's really straightforward and really not too hard to do. You're going to need a couple simple hand tools and maybe a strap to hold your exhaust in place. Other than that, if you're looking to get it done and you really like this hitch, stick around and watch our video and we'll help you get it installed. To start our installation, we're going to remove our felt trim here underneath of our panel. We're going to have a 10mm nut on each side. Now we're going to have 4 plastic push pins that help hold this on. We're just going to pop these out. And you can use a screwdriver or you can use a trim tool. Once you get them popped, just kind of give it a wiggle and pull down and they'll pop right out for you. We are going to be reusing this panel as well, so we are going to just set it off to the side once we get it off. With all of our clips out, we'll just pull our panel out of the way. Now we need to get our exhaust supported, so I'm just going to use a cam buckle strap and run it across our exhaust here. What I'm going to do is just pull this tight, and what all I needed to do is just support it when I break it loose. Now I'm going to take a little soapy water and spray it on the ends of our isolators. I'm just going to do that on all of them. And after I do that, I'll just wiggle the exhaust around a little bit, and that's going to work in some of that into our isolators. Now I'm just going to take a pry bar and pry against our rubber isolators and just get them to pop off. And we'll do that on all of these. Now we have all our isolators undone. We're just going to release our cam buckle strap while holding up on our exhaust, and we're going to let it down nice and easy. And that's going to give us a little bit of room so we can reach these bolt holes right here. Now in our kit, we did get our fish wires. We're going to run it through this rearmost hole right here, and we're going to run it forward to our access point. We're going to take one of our spacer blocks, run it into our fish wire. And then we're going to thread on one of our carriage bolts. And we'll thread it on right through there. Now we can push our spacer block through, followed by our carriage bolt. And we'll just bring it through. Now we can just pull our bolt through, get it to seat in the block. And one thing we'll do is we'll just back off our pull wire. Now when we do put our hitch up, we want to be careful not to knock it in place. Another thing you can do is just leave your pull wire on and then pull it down through the hitch. Now we'll repeat this procedure with this hole and using the same access hole. Now with an extra set of hands, we'll get our hitch lifted into place. Beautiful. Now we'll just run the nuts up, finger tight. Now for the loop in the back of our hitch here that goes up underneath, we're just going to take this long black plate, run it on the back side, and we're going to run our carriage bolt through that, and then we're just going to run a nut onto that. Now we can torque down our hardware to the torque specifications listed in our instruction manual. Now in our instruction manual, it shows us to cut just a piece of this off right here. They really don't give us a measurement, so we're just going to take a corner of this off. What it's going to do is it's going to give us room to clear that portion back there we bolted on to that loop on the back of our trunk area there. We're just going to cut it straight across. You can use scissors, you can use snips, whatever you want to use to get this done. This stuff is fairly easy to cut through. And once you get this cut, you can go ahead and test fit it, and you can always trim out a little more if you need to. Once you have everything torqued down and your panel put back in place, we've got the exhaust put back up the way it was. Now we'll just get our strap out of the way. And that was a look at our Blue Ox hitch for our 2019 Honda CRV. I'm Scott with eTrailer. Thanks for watching.